Hello everyone, today I'm making traditional Ramazan Pide, a bread that's baked during Ramazan and shared at iftar. It's soft, very Moorish and deeply traditional. During Ramazan, bakeries fill the streets with the smell of fresh Ramazan Pide. Today I'll show you a traditional way to bake this special bread at home. We'll be making two soft and fluffy pides with a lightly crispy outside using that traditional and distinctive crisscross pattern which this pide is well known for. As always, you'll find all the details you need on screen and in the video description. In the meantime, if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing and help me grow my channel. Let's get started. Add 10 grams of salt to 500 grams of strong white bread flour. Mix in, then put aside. In another bowl, add 10 grams or a tablespoon of honey, or you can use sugar, to 350 grams of warm water. Mix well to dissolve. Then add 7 grams of instant dried yeast. Again, mix thoroughly and leave for about 5 minutes, which will give the yeast time to start activating. After 5 minutes, make a well in the flour and pour in the dissolved yeast mixture. Start to mix with a wooden spoon. When you can no longer mix with the spoon, start using your hands to ensure the dough has the same consistency throughout. Keep going until there is no more dry flour left. The dough will feel sticky, and that's how we want it, so that the bread turns out lovely and soft. Don't be tempted to add more flour, as this will make the bread tough. If necessary, wet your hands with some warm water to help with the stickiness. When you're happy with the consistency, cover and leave to rest for 1 hour. After an hour of resting, lightly flour a clean surface and turn the dough out. The dough will still be quite sticky, but should have risen to double its size. Using a light sprinkle of flour, gently work the dough into a rectangular shape. Then cut into 2 equal parts for the 2 pides we will be making. Roll each piece into a ball by gently tucking in the edges. You don't need too much tension, just enough to bring the dough together. Then we will leave the dough to proof for a second time. Cover and leave for 30 minutes. Whilst you're waiting, turn on the oven to preheat and prepare the baking trays. Line with grease-proof paper and sprinkle on some semolina or rice flour. After 30 minutes, brush on the glaze, which is a mixture of 1 egg yolk and approximately 30 grams of yoghurt. So you're working with one at a time whilst keeping the other one covered. Time now for the fun part. To create the signature pattern on the top, dip your fingers into the glaze mixture and press into the dough. First around the edge to create a border, then diagonally to make the diamond or crisscross pattern. Be generous with the glaze, dipping your fingers into it as necessary to cover the whole top and prevent your hands sticking to the dough. Then gently transfer the pide onto the prepared baking tray. Here's when you can make any final adjustments needed to make sure the pide comes out in the best possible shape. So spend a minute adjusting the edges as necessary. Then sprinkle with sesame seeds for decoration and for an incredible flavour boost. Sesame seeds add a warm nutty taste that deepens as they toast in the oven. You can also use nigella seeds, which bring a slightly bitter onion-like flavour, or a combination of both. This one's now ready to go into the oven at gas mark 7 or 220 degrees Celsius or 425 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 minutes on the middle shelf, whilst we repeat the process with the second pide. If you found it tricky to move the pide onto the baking tray after making the patterns, move it on there now, then proceed with the next steps. By the time this second pide is prepared, the first one should have baked nicely and can be taken out. Bake this one again for approximately 20 minutes. And we have a golden fragrant Ramazan pide straight out of the oven with its slightly crisp outer layer and delicate sheen from the egg and yogurt glaze. Cover with a clean towel for 5 minutes to make sure they stay nice and soft, then they're ready to be eaten. These delicious Ramazan pides are best shared while still warm, with their soft insides, crispy outside and bursting with sesame aroma. If you enjoyed this recipe, please like and subscribe for more delicious and traditional bakes. Thank you for watching, wishing you peaceful evenings and delicious iftars. See you next time.